And welcome back, everyone. I'm Wet Hamster, and I've got my crew with me. Yeah,
Hello.
I got
Hello.
a pretty good gun lance.
Not bad.
You know, if you're going for fire damage, the Luna gun lances are really great.
And you get it
And it's
pumped up
got
with
blue
Kieran.
sharpness.
Yeah, that's really good. It is a really good gun lance. Just like if something's weak to fire, bring this gun lance with you. You will thank yourself later. And speaking of which,
Kieran does the increased elemental.
yeah, does that. That's why.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
actually why Kieran gear is like one of those gear sets outside of fan service gear sets. It is one of those gear sets you see used a lot with elemental weapons like sword and shield, for example, or fire lances.
Yeah.
And this time
Speaking of,
start somewhere cold.
I'm wondering if the Teostra lance is any better.
Teostra? Well, I think the Teostra one you make through rusted weapons. Those lines. And it's more on the physical damage side than the elemental side, I believe.
Okay.
And going the wrong way there. Kind of orientated in the cave. For those of you that don't know, Area 10 is Kezu's resting spot.
No one wants to know that.
Nope. So a little jump cut to where I actually get a hold of Kezu because he just keeps flying around and wouldn't stay in one place before I... And
And Vespoids.
of course, always Vespoids. So I hope
Big
you're
old
enjoying
Kenzie flopping around.
my music choices. For those of you who guessed that it was Baldur's Gate, you win a cookie. I love
Not
Baldur's
bad.
Gate. It is a good game.
A no joke good game.
Yeah, it is hands down basically one of the best RPGs I have played, in my opinion. And so this Kez is a bit larger than all the others, but isn't that generally what happens when you get up to like high rank and G rank? The monsters start getting to like gold crown size. Oh, and it actually took a while to try to loop the music to the point where I could make it sound convincing. I don't even believe the original Baldur's Gate music was very like well looped, but I just kind of like, and I had to go through several tracks of it, like until I found one where I was like, yes, this I can loop without it sounding awkward. So like
Your expertise.
I hope people enjoy the 2 hours I spent into trying to find a way to that made it sound convincing. Oh,
Impressive.
not really. Oh, I just want to point that out. Oh, it was a pain to do. And it's not that I do very much.
Lances. Oh, continue.
No, you continue. I'm just kind of going.
Lances are one of the best things to use against the Kezu because
Yeah.
it just blocks so much of his BS.
The only thing it doesn't block is his shots, but if you're using in Lance, why would you be standing right in front of his face?
Yeah.
What you want to do is you want to stand next to the sides, generally, like with Lance weapons, because then he'll just spam his electrical attacks, which will only hit once. Once you block it, you're good. And then you can just charge right in there and then attack again. Though, the gun lance is, just horribly crippling because I can't do diagonal regular stabs. I can only do diagonal stabs from behind the shield, which are just really weak.
Yeah.
But then again, I do have other advantages, like being able to do uppercuts and the sort of forward dashing slash. So, like, they
Shoot the butt.
each have, their own little things. Like, lances are terrible to cut tails with, and gun lances are actually kind of competent at it. Just because I can do the Upper.
I forget. Can you cut this guy's tail off?
No.
No.
Okay.
Tail is non-cuttable. Though, actually, that
I
would...
believe the only thing you can do is like cut up his back,
his head and his back have a break.
which
And it's just scars on the,
yeah, it's just scars, but it does allow for some drops.
Yeah, it is like in... I think it's normal ranked. It's the only way to get pale bones is if you break his back and his head. So it's if you want to get pale bones to make Kezu armor early on, it's... And there's only an 8% chance you get it after you break like either the head or the back or both.
I forget. Is Kezu armor very good?
Depends if you're playing with a group because you do get a wide effect. So all your healing items will affect the group.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Doesn't it give also hearing protects? I can't remember.
No, it doesn't. I think it gives...
Oh no. But the wide area is really nice if you're running a support class like a
Sword and shield.
range like an archer, bow,
Sword and shield.
or the hunting horn.
I would say sword and shield because you can use items behind your shield.
Ah, that's true.
So you don't even have to
Yeah,
put your weapon
if
away.
you're a
with-
class that isn't really dependent on always being on the offensive,
Yeah.
or is naturally just kind of hanging back, it's really nice for those when you're in groups online. Otherwise, it's pretty much useless solo.
And no, I don't get hit by that, but that was close. Yeah, I've resorted to a lot of pokes because he's still going to take the full elemental damage. As far as I understand how the calculations work, it's just the raw physical damage that is calculated by what attack I do. I think. Don't quote me on this. I'm not expert with damage calculations. But this weapon, pretty good.
Go.
And again, like the main thing I'm usually aiming for is the legs, just because if you can knock
It's
kids.
always good to aim for the legs, because then you get them knocked over, and you can get a lot of free hits in.
And with the lances and
It's
Kezu,
just generally the safest place to be.
and with lances and Kezu, it is generally also the easiest thing to hit because you can take you can block whatever their lightning attack does, and then you can just wail on the legs. And you can also block their screams if you're not desperate for help. Oh, that health got a little too low for my tastes.
Yeah.
But no, I didn't die. Not this time, Kezu. Not this time. You'll have to find a breeding partner to stuff your young into later.
Oh no.
What? That's what they do.
Why?
It's what they do.
Uh,
Also, I broke his back.
We do not speak of it.
Yeah, Giganox is more gross, but we'll talk about that monster when we get into it. Like these monsters are really gross and
Well-
disgusting. Like beyond
wouldn't-
gross and disgusting if you're going lore.
well, Giganox is gross in appearance, but and it's also kind of
He has
cool.
2 heads and 2 butts. Okay? His head is his butt. That is all I will say
It's-
about him.
It has evolved to the point where its butt and its head are interchangeable.
You know when they say that, that you talk with your ass, or you think with your ass? Well, I think this is very applicable with that one monster.
Well, there are skinks that the head and the tail look almost pretty much identical to kind of confuse predators.
Well, I guess that kind of makes sense. That would be an advantage, at least in nature. But I don't think with giant monsters they would care. Like a Gravios would just fire a beam at you and you would be dead. I think that pretty much explains, like, yeah, if that's your defense mechanism to confuse them, I think you're dead. If they see you, you're dead. Oh no, where's his head? Oh, I don't care. I'll just blow him the hell away. Done.
Yeah. Whatever.
But
Well done.
Gigganox, to its credit, it doesn't lay eggs in corpses.
No. No, it's not even corpses, it's while they're alive. And then the young eat their way outside of the person slowly. So lovely. And actually, no, that's true. Well, I don't know. They're still pretty gross monsters. I guess they gotta have their token gross monster. Their gross out monster. Well, you can't call these actual monsters because they are terrifying for all the wrong reasons.
Yeah, they're grotesque.
And
They're these hideous creatures.
oh, look at Kezu. He's like this pulsating, bald, pale chicken. Headless chicken, even. With a leech mouth for a head. So it's just,
And Gigganox
Yeah.
is kind of a winged
we'll talk about him later.
gecko with its with
I'm
the head
looking
and
at
tail
almost-
looking like each other.
This boy's just paralyzing me and trying to keep me from those delicious carves.
Damn
Uh,
you, Vespoids!
and a little jump cut into Area 10 because he's weakened, he is tired, and he wants to run. But you know what we do to Kezus who run? We shock them.
Oh,
We give him the shock.
yeah, we do.
And I really don't want that Hornator to screw up my trying to hide, because the second I get up, the cat's gonna try to attack them, and then it's just a lot less messy when the monster's asleep and you put a trap on top of them. In particular with
Oh, I love doing it.
the Kezu, because they don't walk, they just jump, and it gets a little hard to jump into them.
Waking them up with a shock trap is the equivalent of like a drill sergeant running in, banging a trash can. Except the drill sergeant then comes in and beats the hell out of you.
Yeah. Well, I think a better analogy to that is, you know those taser guns? I think
Yeah.
something like that instead. The drill sergeant just tasers.
Okay, the drill sergeant comes in with a
Bang the
banging
trap can, beat you up, then
then
taser
tases
you.
yeah.
And then punish you
Go
afterwards
back
for
to
wetting
bed,
your
damn
bed.
it!
That's
Wake
far
up! Wake up! Go to bed! God damn it!
Oh, and I finally got those delicious back breaks on video.
Hooray!
High rank item, instead of pale bones, we now have Kezu steaks. No, they're not edible. They're actually used for armor and weapons too. I'm not sure why you would use Kezu steak for a weapon. It sounds like something you'd eat. Not that I want to eat Kezu. Doesn't sound good.
Yeah,
Some,
yeah,
slap some pest steaks on it, bro.
I get lots of barbecue sauce before I eat Kezu.
yeah.
Just look at it. Don't look at it.
And it's just laying there pulsating. Ugh. Well, but at least I got some pretty good rewards out of it.
Yeah.
A wyvern stone, and I need those hides badly, at least at this point of the game, and a pale bone. Though pale bones are pretty normal now to get at its high rank. Like all of the hard normal rank items to get are now easy to get in comparison to before, and now they will be replaced by another really annoying item to get that you'll be needing a million of. Lovely. I think Rathalos high rank armor needs like millions and millions of these rare items called rubies. So
One of those.
Yeah.